What's going on, Sumolings? Welcome to another product walkthrough webinar. Today we are joined by the team at Play.ht. We have Hamad here, who is one of the founders. Play.ht lets you instantly convert blog posts and written content info into audio files that can be embedded or distributed as podcasts. It's an awesome tool. I'm excited to dive into it today. It's available at AppSumo right now for just $49. A few things before we get going. First, we would love to hear about your business and your use case and why you're interested in Play.ht in general. You can do that over in the chat room. If you have any questions though, please put those questions in the Q&A box down below the video. It's easier for us to sort through and make sure that all of your questions get asked after our walkthrough or get answered after our walkthrough. And then the last thing is that we will be sending out a replay after this is all wrapped up. So you don't have to worry about taking notes or anything. You'll be able to watch this to your heart's content. All right, Hamad, how are you feeling today?
Doing great. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to you. But first, there's been a slight change to the deal. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that?
Right. So initially, we were thinking this would be most useful for bloggers. So we positioned the pricing around credits. Later on, we realized it's causing more confusion than benefit, as more people would wanted to use this for creating just audio, not necessarily for blog posts. So
well, we have a lot of use cases here at AppSumo. We like to use all.
Yeah, we saw that in the comments. Yeah, So what we did is over the last 2 to 3 days, we changed the system from credits to words. So now it just opens up a lot of use cases. Previously, someone who would be wanting to create just a small audio would consume a full credit, but now it's just words. As long as you have words, you can create audio. And buying one code would give you 10,000 words, 2 codes, 20,000 words, and so on.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you so much for clarifying that up at the top. I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to you to do a walkthrough. Have fun. I'll check in with you for the Q&A.
Thanks. So let me just share my screen here. Okay, just a second. Okay. Just a second, it's asking me for a permission. Oh, okay. Lindsay, are you here?
I am. What's going on?
Yeah, it's asking me for a permission. I need to quit Zoom and come back in. Will take a minute or so.
All right. If everybody else wants to just sit tight, that sounds good. Anybody want to talk about anything? It sounds like we want some clarifying of the deal. So I'll pop in and try to handle that. Oh, well, he's back. We do have some questions about the deal. If you want to clarify some things. So if you have 2,000 word blogs, does that mean that you can create 5? Does this mean that it's 10K words per month or 10K words total? Yeah, so if you just want to clarify those quick questions about that.
Yeah, so it's 10,000 words per month. So you get 10,000 words every month. So that's with one code. And if you have a blog post of 2,000 words, you go ahead and convert it, we'll just charge you 2,000 words. So you'll be having 8,000 words left. And yeah, it's every month.
Perfect. Thank you so much for going over that. And yeah, you can take it away from
You're
here
welcome.
now.
Yeah, let me try again. So it was asking for permission. Let me see if it works now.
Looks like it works. Have a blast.
Okay, cool. So let me quickly walk you through the dashboard. So as soon as you log in, you'll see this dashboard here. I have a bunch of audio files already created. One of the feature that came early on was a request for drafts, as in, okay, let me first show you how to create audio. There's 3 options we give you. You can paste in text, you can paste in a URL, will fetch the contents of the page, and then you can go ahead and convert it. Or you can simply upload an audio file that you want to embed maybe on a blog, or you want to publish it on iTunes. Uploading an audio file will not charge a credit. It's free of cost. It's only for the text-to-speech conversion we charge words. So these are the options, and let me start off with from text. So this is the editor. We call it the text-to-voice editor. So you can paste in text, you can type in text here, and then convert that to audio. So there are a bunch of voices. We support over 50 languages and more than 100 voices. The star that you guys see here next to the voice is it's a premium voice, as in the technology that's used to create that voice is it's called a neural technology. It just sounds better. So we have voices, and we added this feature called drafts. So, I mean, you're working and you don't want to convert it to audio right now. Maybe your coworker wants to add something else. So you can save it as a draft and it'll show up in the draft section. So this was the feature that came early on. So let me show that. So it got saved as a draft. You can then go ahead and edit it. And then if you want to convert, just go ahead and convert. Another feature that came up a lot was how do I listen to the text that's here? We did have a button next to the sentence that you can listen, but this will not play the full text here. So we added the listen button that would read out all the contents of this editor. It just makes it more convenient for you to preview the audio before converting. Also, we added the words count. I don't know how we missed it. I guess initially we were just focused a lot on making it easier for people to convert blog posts. We didn't think much about the general use case of voice over audio, so a lot of the things were missing. But we've been really quick to add them. So we added the words here, the save draft, and if you don't want to make any changes, just discard it. That's the creation of audio from text. There's an option to create audio from a URL. You just paste in your blog URL, get the text, and you'll just go to the editor. And from there on, it's the same. Choose a voice, convert that to audio. So the change I was talking about regarding words is this one. So previously this was credits, now it's words. I really hope Sumo links are happy now. I've seen that a lot in the comments. Let me walk you through the other tabs we have here. There's the audio player section. Sorry about the pink color. We have the page player section. Basically, we offer 3 types of players that people can embed on their blogs to make it listenable to their audience. Let me see if I can show you a couple of examples here. So this one is one of the Sumo links who's using the players. So this is this one, and this one. So these are the three types of players we have. They're fully customizable. You can white label them, and you can embed them on any website. We worked a bit on how do we make it really easy for people to embed this on the blogs, but I think that's still confusing to a lot of people. So let me quickly walk through those parts. So we have a WordPress plugin that makes it really easy for people to add audio on their WordPress blogs, pages, and we also support a bunch of learning plugins such as LearnPress, Lifter LMS, LearnDash. If you want to make your courses audible, so the WordPress plugin is the best thing for you. We have the Chrome extension for Medium. I would like to point out there are a couple of bugs we're still fixing here. The other section is for every website that's not Medium, non-WordPress. We have a script. You can simply paste the script on your website in the the HTML part of the website, and then you can just go ahead and create audio. So the way you do it is you would go create the audio from a URL. The script will look at the URL. If it has audio, the audio player will show up there. So this part has been confusing to a lot of users. We are going to make some how-to videos, so that should be helpful for people. So what you can do is you can customize your players here, yeah, and then paste the snippet, and then just keep creating audio. In the near future, we plan to add an option to hook up with an RSS feed or like a regex match to say to match a URL that has audio, and then the embedded player will just show up. You don't have to copy paste the snippet every time. So that's for the bloggers. For the general use cases, it's the create audio and the editor here. We are working a lot on improving the editor. There's a bunch of feedback from people, mostly around making this like a more powerful tool for creating audio. So we'll be working on that. So that's like that's a general walkthrough of the product. One more thing I would like to cover here is the podcast hosting section. So the idea behind this is the articles that you convert to audio, you can publish them as podcasts on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud to increase the reach of your content. So right now what it does, it takes a snapshot of all the audio files and creates an RSS feed. So if you add a new audio file, that would automatically be included in the RSS feed and then published on iTunes. If you remove an audio, that would remove the audio from iTunes, Spotify, etc. Then we have a section for analytics. We do plan to add more data points here. We would like to show people engagement rate, completion rate, as to see how many people are engaging with audio on their blogs, how many people are actually listening to the full article, etc. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the walkthrough now. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Awesome. Yeah. If anybody has any questions, y'all can leave those in the Q&A box. I'm going to go ahead and get through the ones that we do have. Okay. Could we use Play.ht as a voiceover aid, like adjust the text voice to match the screen video? Thanks.
That's a good question. So right now it just allows you to create audio. You just type in text and then create the audio. But we were discussing a way of how can we make it really easy for people to create audio and sync it with a video. So yeah, I would say that's in the pipeline. But right now we're just focused on improving the editor experience and making it really easy for creating audio.
Awesome. Can I convert a curated blog into audio using the same word limit?
Well, it depends. So the word limit we have here, I'm not sure what the length of the posts are. It depends. You can use as long as you consume the word limit. And if you do consume the word limit, we have an option to buy more words. So you can just go ahead and just purchase one-off words. If you want to convert a lot of articles in one go, you just go ahead and purchase those bulk words.
Fantastic. So we did get a question asking for a sample of the voices. I know that there is a website, play.ht/voices, where people can listen to them. But we did get this comment before from Sumolinks. Can we get like 2 voices?
Sorry, two voices? I didn't get you.
Can we hear some voices?
Oh yeah, sure. So let me show you the, so okay, first of all, there's the section on the website called Voices. So these are the voices we have. Let me show you some of the best ones that oops, the Zoom link is in my way. Just a second. Yeah. Let me remove my earphone. So Noah and Jessica, Noah the male voice and Jessica the female voice, they're the best we have right now. They support something called speaking styles, which is the newscaster style and a conversational style. Let me show it here. So for instance, let me copy paste this one, okay? Or rather, this one.
Ooh, internal audit. That sounds really fun.
So let me paste this here and
the internal audit team is not naturally versed in the latest AML regulatory requirements, compliance best practices and/or threat profile. As a result, it is indispensable that the audit team acquires knowledge of the latest money laundering topologies.
So that's conversational voice. It has more of a conversational accent, you know, more friendly. And
yeah, I can hear that. I could listen to that book read me, or I could listen to that voice read me like an audiobook of like horror or something, for sure.
So let me show you how the newscaster style works. Maybe you can spot the difference here.
The internal audit team is not naturally versed in the latest AML regulatory requirements, compliance best practices, and/or threat profile. As a result, it is indispensable that the audit team acquires knowledge of the latest money laundering topologies.
Awesome.
Yeah, we think these are the best folders we have. But yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to know more about voices, they can shoot me a message on the website. We're there on the chat.
Excellent. All right. Thank you for doing that. All right. So we have some questions regarding where this can embed. Can I embed the player directly into the Story Chief system?
Story Chief, right? So we're not sure yet. I mean, so as long as the website supports embedding of HTML content as iframes, you can embed the audio there with our audio player. By the way, you can just create audio, download it, and use it wherever you want. So yeah, Story Chief. Someone brought it up. I think we'll have to reach out to them, see how we can work together.
Awesome. So this next question is about WordPress websites. Even if we have a client who has a WordPress website, can we just provide the snippet to them? We want to avoid dealing with multiple clients and their plugins.
So right now it has to be through a plugin. I mean, you could create audio and embed it manually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an option. You could do that, but we suggest using plugins. We are not sure like what's the best way to provide this for agencies per se, who have multiple clients and who can manage audio for all of them. I mean, whoever's asking, I would be happy to discuss this question offline and figure out a solution.
Fantastic, thank you. Can we create different RSS feeds for different clients?
Yes, you can, but you'll have to have multiple accounts because right now the feed is tied to one account. I'm not sure. No, right now we don't have any plans of making multiple RSS feeds. I mean, if a lot of people do want this, for sure, yeah, we'll implement this sooner.
Awesome. So we have a couple questions about storage options. One person wants to know approximately how many gigabytes is 10,000 words, and another person wants to know if we can use external storage for audio files.
So, okay, yes, you can use any storage you want. I mean, as I mentioned, you can just download the audio and store it wherever you want. We offer 100 GB of storage for one code, and then you can stack more codes to have more GB. But honestly, creating audio, an article usually takes up around 2 to 3 MB of space, so storage is not an issue. I mean, you could create a lot of audio.
This Similing has a question that's more of a like roadmap type question. So if you want to also speak to roadmap type things, this one is, will you add a feature to record my own voice so when it reads back, it sounds similar to me? In general, I would love to know what's on the roadmap. What are you excited about? And yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I've mentioned the roadmap link on the third comment. It's pinned on the comments section. Yeah, it's an open roadmap. Please go ahead, have a look, and suggest anything you feel like we should be working on. Regarding the voice feature, that's a new technology called voice cloning. We are super excited about that, but the thing is, the technology is not there yet to sound good. We are trying to partner up with other companies to see if we can offer this to Sumo Links.
Awesome. I love that. It sounds very futuristic and fun. Can you, by any chance, show us how the WordPress plugin and Chrome extension work?
Yeah, let me show you that one. Is the screen sharing still on?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the plugin. So when you log in as a new user, when you enter the dashboard for the first time, there is a link to download the plugin. Sorry, just a second. You could also just go ahead and look at the install plugin section on the dashboard, and you will find the WordPress plugin. You can download it from here. Once installed, you will be shown this dashboard. So this is the Play.ht dashboard of the WordPress plugin. There's a quick video that shows how to add audio to your posts. It's basically very straightforward. It's what you have to do is just select the post you want to add audio to, and then click a button. So for instance, okay, this one doesn't have audio. So this column and these buttons are added by the plugin. So for instance, I click I select the post, and then I click the convert to audio. And I see this editor. This editor is the same editor that you saw on the dashboard. It's just that here you have a chance to edit the text before creating audio. I mean, a lot of the times you might want to fix the pauses. Maybe you want to remove certain parts of the text that you don't want to have it in the audio, or maybe you want to change the pronunciation of a word, So highlighting words or sentences gives you these options: change pronunciation, add tones, add pauses, etc. Once you're okay, you could go ahead and listen. And once you're okay, you just click convert, and that will add the audio, and then it would show up. It would show up as, let me show you this one. It would just show up as the an embedded player would be in the blog posts. So that is the WordPress plugin. Oh, let me show you let me just walk you through these. So it's almost the same features that you saw on the dashboard, but this is more catered toward WordPress audience. So you have the stats section here. You can select the articles and filter the stats by them. You can export the numbers as a CSV. There is the article player section, which is this player. The same customizations that you saw on the dashboard are here. You can enable or disable this player. There's the page player settings, which is the floating play button here. And there's the title button that appears below the titles of the posts. And this is how it looks on mobile. Yeah, you can customize this, white label this. And there's this section for subscribers, which is, it's an experimental feature. We're still considering having this or no. What it does is, so it adds an email field on the player and allows people to sign up. The initial idea was, we'll have people sign up, and then next time a post gets converted to audio, we'll let them know through an audio newsletter kind of a thing. But we didn't get to that. We're still considering this. I mean, if Sumo Links have any feedback, we'd love to hear. So that is the WordPress plugin. We have the Chrome extension. The Chrome extension adds similar features, but it's catered to medium users. Medium is a big platform. We have a lot of users on Medium. So what it does is it sits here. So, so this is the link. Again, you can download this from the dashboard, from the Chrome extension section here. Once installed, it adds certain features on the Medium website. For instance, the Play.ht dashboard link. And if you want to create audio from the stories page, it just makes it easy to embed the audio player in your stories. So it adds an audio button here. I think I mentioned we're having few issues. So what happens is Medium keeps changing their website, and we have to catch up with the changes. So at times it sometimes doesn't work, and we have to fix it. So that's in the pipeline now to be fixed. So let me show you how to add audio to a news story. So test story something, and there you go. So it just shows these buttons here. You can select language, you can select a voice. You can just straight away publish this with audio. You can use your own voice. You can upload the MP3 file and have it embedded as audio in your Medium story. Yeah, there are big plans for improving the Medium Chrome extension. But yeah, that's what it is in a glance.
Awesome. Thank you so much for walking us through all of that. We've gotten a couple questions that have come in. Thank you all very much. I am using Castos for my podcast hosting. Can I host each audio file I create at Castos? I am using their seriously simple podcasting plugin.
Yes, you can. You can upload an MP3 and have it hosted as a podcast. But the thing is, we haven't built this tool for podcast hosting. Although we would really want to improve the way we do podcast hosting. Right now, I wouldn't recommend using this for podcast hosting because Castos is specifically for podcast hosting, and I think they're doing a good job. Simply because we don't have an easier way to manage episodes. So I would say not right now, but in the future, yeah.
Good to know. Thank you. How do you format the audio, such as emphasizing titles, putting in spacing, etc.?
Right. So let me show you here. So it's about highlighting words and sentences. So let me just increase the font size here. Okay. So by highlighting a word or a sentence, I get options. So these options, there's pronunciation. If I want to change the pronunciation, I can add a custom pronunciation. By the way, we are working on a global pronunciation system that allows you to save a pronunciation once and then have it picked up whenever you're creating audio. So that might be useful, say, for a company name, or if you're working a lot with technical names, just define the pronunciation once and have it picked up in the audio every time. So that's pronunciation, that's tones, this is the thing you're looking for. So you can change the tone. It's fast, slow. You can listen here. Sorry, I'm on the headphones. You can listen. You can set the tone this way. You can add a pause. So yeah, it's basically highlighting words, and then you get options.
Amazing. I love it. Can I embed the snippet into a LinkedIn publisher article?
Not right now. That's so we've been badgering LinkedIn for a long time, but they've closed any third-party embeds for now. So what some of our customers are doing is they create audio and then they use SoundCloud to embed the audio in their LinkedIn posts.
Good to know. Can I use more than 2 voices in conversational narration style?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yes, you can, although we're working on it. But what you can do is, let me just got this. What you can do is, so for instance, the small plus icon here next to the play icon, this allows you to add another section that you can have a different voice on. So right now, so this is my main voice. This is the James voice. I'm not sure if people can see this.
Yeah.
Let me try to increase the font size. So the main voice is James here. I can, hello world 2. So I can change the voice. I can have this as, say, Lisa. And by this way, I can have multiple voices in the same content.
Cool, I love that. Is it possible to change the powered by Play.ht link into an affiliate link?
Yes, good question. So that is possible. I think I should mention we do have an affiliate program where we pay 30% of commission every month. Just sign up on Play.ht/affiliates. The link is there on the website at the bottom. So what you do is once you sign up, you get a link. You can use that link to come to your audio player settings, and then you can paste the link here, which says powered by Play.ht. And so you can keep the powered by Play.ht as it is, and you can just replace this link here. Add custom marketing message URL. This is the place you paste your affiliate link here, and whenever someone comes and signs up, the system records it for you.
Fantastic. If I create a test file to find the voice I want and then delete it, will it count against my remaining words?
Yes, it does, because any conversion you do, it uses up words. So yeah, creating a test file would use up your words.
All right. Can Google pick up audio for SEO?
So that's a bit of a so what we know for sure is Google indexes audio now and displays in search engine results. I mean, just Google around and you'll find a bunch of articles there. So what you need to do is you need to create an RSS of your audio, and then link the file in your web page. One of us can show you how. I plan to write a blog post on how to do this, but for now, just ping us in the chat and we'll help you out. But yeah, so Google announced that they do index the audio now. So yeah, I would say it does affect SEO.
Cool, fun. If I don't use all the words in 1 month, will they roll over to the next month?
No, they don't roll over, because for a lifetime deal, we simply couldn't make it work to roll over the words. That's why what we've done is we're giving more words in the month, and then we have to reset the words, because the thing is we have a cost incurred on our end for converting text to speech. And if we allowed people to roll over the words, and we simply wouldn't have we wouldn't know how to cope up with big usage for a lifetime deal.
Awesome. Thank you for letting us know that. Thank you for the clarification. We don't have any more questions here, but every time I say that, another question pops up. So I'm going to give it just
Hamad, I think there are some questions in the comments section. So maybe you can
in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
So okay, everybody, if you have a question in the chat, great. This is a good thing. If you have a question in the chat, please move those to the Q&A box. I don't read the chat. I'm sorry. There's too much happening, and I can't get rid of questions once they've been answered to actually keep track of them. Patricia, thank you for moving your question to the Q&A box. If everybody else wants to go ahead and do that, that would be awesome. Does this meet ADA site accessibility guidelines? This can be an excellent way for sight or physical disabled users to access my writing. I agree. I like that.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So yes, it does add a lot of accessibility, but the official guidelines that there are, so we are still working on them, to make it more accessible through the keyboard or through voice commands. This is something we really want to add, but right now it just adds players on your website, and that's the accessibility.
All right. Thanks so much for clarifying. What kind of stats/email are tracked for subscriptions? Will we need to add anything for GDPR in our privacy policies?
No, you don't have to add anything. We do take care of it. So whenever a user enters their email, so we ask them the GDPR clause, we show them that, and we ask them to, hey, is it okay if we send you marketing messages? And they have an option to opt out. I think few of the Sumolings requested that we allow editing of the text of that copy there. That is something we plan to do. Sorry, what was the question about the subscribers?
What kind of stats are tracked for subscriptions?
So right now we just collect the email addresses and allow users to export them as a CSV.
Cool. Is there a way to integrate with Constant Contact for email subscription collection?
No, right now there are no integrations. We did, however, work a little bit on integrating it with MailChimp, but we didn't get to it. I mean, this was the thing, we said, let's wait, let's see what people think about having email subscriptions, and if they do, let's integrate them.
Awesome. And thank you everybody who has moved your questions to the Q&A. I love you all so greatly. If anybody else has a question, please go ahead and move those over to the Q&A so we can get to all of them. There's only one more left here, that's why I say that. The period of each month starts from what date?
Oh, it's 30 days from the date of purchase.
Great. We just got a compliment. I want to say this is brilliant, excellent product.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's not a compliment from me, but thank you. I appreciate that too. Mitch noticed that some of the voices that some sound more realistic, some sound more robotic. Is there a reason for this? Do you want to tell us a little bit more about newscaster and conversational maybe?
Right, so they are built from different technologies. What we've done is we've integrated the voices from different voice providers. And so hence the difference in quality. The better ones are created from machine learning. And they're constantly being improved. So yeah, that's, I mean, the main reason is because they come from different providers.
Good to know. I think that's it. But again, awesome. I don't want anybody coming on the mic telling me that I'm messing up again. Currently conversational voice versions are only available with Noah and Jessica, correct?
That's right, yes.
Is there a list of which ones are machine learned, or is there a way of distinguishing which ones are which?
Yeah, so the star icon next to a voice in the editor, that's a machine learning voice. That's the one that's of premium quality. We do plan to add like a legend where you can see, okay, what voices are, better quality. It's just a better legend rather than a small star, which is barely visible right now.
Awesome. Last question that I have for right now for this exact second is, perfect, thanks. Is there a save to draft if working on a blog post?
Right now, it's not there, but we do plan to include it real soon. Right now, it's only available on the dashboard, but yeah, there are plans to add it really soon.
Great. Are you planning to add premium German voices?
Premium German voices. So we do plan to integrate Microsoft's voices very soon, and I think they do have 1 or 2 premium German voices.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna say that's it. I'm gonna go
awesome.
ahead. I'm gonna say that's it, but I'm also gonna say that's it. And if you have any more questions, please leave them on the deal page. I'm coming back on my camera. Thank you all so much for participating in this webinar today. Thank you, of course, Ahmad, for being with us. If anybody has any more questions, of course, you can leave those on the deal page. But mostly, if you have any comments and you want to let us know how this works for you, also leave those on the deal page. Play.ht is available right now on AppSumo.com/Play.ht, starting at just $49 for a lifetime deal. We have restructured the deal a little bit, so now it's word counts instead of credits. It's amazing. And thank you all so much. Let us know how it's working for you. Thanks, Ahmad.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.